James Lynch here from Middle Easy. Happy to be joined by Jamie Pickett. Wish this was under different circumstances, but I wanted to give him a platform here to talk about what happened on Saturday in his loss against Bo Nickal. Jamie, first off, how you doing, man? How's everything going?
I'm doing good, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. Before we talk about the fight itself, what's been the feedback? Because if you look on social media, outside of maybe some Bo Nickal fans, a lot of people are talking about what had happened in the fight with the low blow. Have you kind of been feeling that on social media at all?
Yeah, and I appreciate those people. I appreciate those people not being biased and actually looking at what happened. I mean, I mean, right is right, wrong is wrong. That's how I look at it. I mean, those people are looking at it and saying, I don't even know Jamie Pickett, but the man was low blowed. That's all that I care about. I
Yeah.
don't understand why the referee act like he didn't see it. He was standing right there. Um, Maybe he didn't see it, but I don't know how the hell you wouldn't be able to see it if you're standing inside the cage with me.
Well, I think the dead giveaway as well is if you can see your face actually grimace when you get hit, right? Like that's not something I like unless you just don't see that happen like for nothing. Take me sort of through the sequence. So he's trying to take you down. Obviously, I know there were a couple knees, and then there was one that it looked like hit you because you could just tell by your facial expression.
Well, he tried to take me down. That didn't work,
Mhm.
and he had me against the cage. Now, I'm not calling Bo Nickal a cheater. I'm not saying that what he did was wrong because nobody told him to stop.
Mhm.
So he did his job. He did exactly what he's supposed to do. I'm not mad with him. So while he's acting like I'm talking shit about him and saying little smart remarks, I don't know what the hell that's about. Maybe there's just a bitch in him. I don't know. But I ain't saying nothing bad about the kid.
Mhm.
I think he did his job. He did exactly what I would do if I was in that situation. I don't think he did it on purpose. I can tell he didn't notice it. He hasn't been fighting long enough. But brother, I've been held up against cage in every fight I've ever had. I've been kneed in the thigh and in top of the knee, in the stomach, in the damn head. I've been kneed everywhere. I haven't complained, and I've stayed right there. He wasn't taking me down against that cage. He didn't have the. He just couldn't do it. The MMA wrestling he has, I could feel it. I was like, it's in my mind. I was like, there's no way I'm going down. And when he kneed me in the balls, straight up the middle. I mean, it's on camera. How can you say you didn't do something? It's right there, brother. It's
Mhm.
on camera.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it felt like a warm, hot feeling went up my daggone up my stomach. And I was really pissed the whole time. I almost didn't really fight back at first 'cause I was so pissed off. And I was thinking the referee's gonna stop it. He didn't. I was more irritated with the ref than anything. I wasn't mad with Bo. I told him after the fight, I said, hey man, I hope you go get the belt. Anybody that beats me, I want them to become the champion.
right.
So I can say, hey, I didn't lose to this nobody. I lost to the person who got the belt now. So after the fight, I said, hey man, good job, good fight. I hope you become the champion because I'm a good sportsman.
Mhm.
Because like I said, it's not Bo Nickal's damn job to protect me. It's not his job. His job is to harm me, not protect me. It's the referee's job to protect me.
Yeah.
The referee didn't protect me. I don't
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about what Bo did because it's not his job. But it is a illegal blow, whether he wants to admit it or not. I've been kneed in the thigh 1,000 times more than you, kid. I know what being kneed to the thigh feels like.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
straight up the middle into my balls.
So you're on the ground, like what's going through your head? Like, cause you can't even really like, I guess, vocalize too much because you're on the
Oh, I
ground,
was
right? It's
talking.
yeah.
I was talking.
So the ref didn't hear you then.
Bro, I don't know if you heard me or not. I was like, man, what the fuck? And then I was like, damn, he's strong. That's what I said. He was strong. He wasn't strong on his feet. He wasn't strong on his feet, but on the ground, you can definitely feel the wrestler's strength there. But he didn't know how to choke me. That's
Well,
why,
that
I
was
mean,
it too. Like he was trying to do the choke, and it's like he
yeah,
didn't,
he wasn't doing it
and that's the
right.
inexperience, right? So
And that made me laugh. I laughed while I was on the ground because I was like, dang, give that kid 2 more years or maybe a year as fast as he's learning. And he'll better do exactly what he's talking about. He'll better take out the champion or whoever the hell else he wants to take out. But right now he has a lot of work because the striking um, wasn't there. Of course we saw that, and his MMA wrestling wasn't really there because he doesn't quite understand it yet. But once he figures out how to mix up his hands with his shots, nobody would ever stop him from taking him down. I do realize that, but
Mhm.
right now, everybody's gonna stop him from taking him down because he doesn't know how to MMA wrestle. But he'll learn it. He'll learn
Yeah.
it quick. He just started. He'll learn it. But right now, he does not have MMA wrestling like he needs to have it. But it'll get there because he's at the right gym. He has the right mindset about it. He's working hard. He'll figure it out. But that was an illegal blow. 110%. That was no goddamn thigh. I don't know what. I don't know why he's saying that. I wouldn't want nobody to try to ruin my name either. They're
Mhm.
talking bad about him on the internet, so he has to defend himself. I get that. But it would be a lot easier if he just would have said, I didn't realize I low blowed him. If I did, I'm sorry. But no one stopped me. I just kept going. He should have just said that. But saying
Mhm.
that he need me to thigh, bro, everybody has eyes. It's on camera. It's
Mhm.
not the thigh. It is right up the middle. Two my balls.
Well, to play devil's advocate just a little bit, I know, like, so he obviously won the fight and then he came back because I was in the media room and then obviously he comes forward.
He didn't mean to do it. Like
No, no, no.
I
I
know
yeah,
for
for
a
sure.
fact he didn't mean to do it. He did not mean
Yeah.
to do it at all. He wasn't trying to cheat me. He wasn't trying to hit me the balls.
Yeah.
I know he wasn't.
Yeah.
But you did.
Yeah. Yeah. And on the replay, it's pretty clear because someone had
Yes.
isolated it. And I remember right after the fight was over, someone had taken the clip and I was like, yeah, that looks like a groin strike, right? So that's kind of the unfortunate part. Just a couple things on the fight and then kind of what's going on now. Was there anything in the fight that surprised you? I know you can't prepare too much for him just because he doesn't have that many fights, but what was
There
there
was
anything
one
sort
thing
of,
that surprised me.
yeah, what was it?
The low blow.
Well, that, yes, of course, yes. The low blow. We
That's the
wasn't
only thing that
expecting that.
surprised
Yeah.
me.
Right.
Yeah, I
Okay.
wasn't. I mean, not to take anything from him, but I wasn't worried about the fight before. Before I wasn't worried about it then. I was not worried about it now. If we were to do a rematch, I'm sure I'd win. I'm not really. No offense to him. I mean, once he gets it all down pat, I mean, I would probably try to his name come across my desk. I would definitely avoid it
Mhm.
because he. But right now he's so young in the game, man. He's not. He ain't there yet. But once he figures it out, I'm an honest person. Like I
Mhm.
can be honest with myself, and I can say what I think. Right now, no. The fight would have kept going. I would have knocked Bo's ass out, guaranteed, because he wasn't taking me down, and I wasn't even trying to get off the cage. I was just waiting because I knew he was gonna blow his arms out. I was just waiting, and I was gonna
Okay.
start moving later. We have a game plan. I've been working on this for fucking 3 months. I know what I was doing, but you know, give him a year or two of striking and MMA and all that stuff, and taking some good shots and dealing with the controversy and all that stuff that goes on in the cage. If his name were to come across my desk in about 2 years, I'd say no to the fight.
Right. Yeah, because you'll progress by then to get to
Yeah,
that level. And yeah, that makes sense.
he would know how to use that Division One All American wrestling.
Yeah.
Right now,
That's
he
it.
don't know how to use it. In MMA, he don't.
So about
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe 20 minutes. I don't know how much longer it was after the fight, but I know Nolan King from MMA Junkie reaching out to your manager and confirming that you have filed an appeal with the commission. Has there been any update? What's the latest with your appeal to this fight? I'm assuming to get it turned into a
I
no
don't know. It's all my
contest.
manager's doing. I didn't know he was doing it. My manager just called, hey, look, I'm appealing this. And I was like, okay.
Mhm.
I haven't asked anything about it. I've been with my family, with my daughter, man.
Yeah, you're
I ain't
back in
been,
dad mode. Went from the
I'm back in
fighter
dad mode. Like,
yeah, yeah,
I mean, back when I was younger, me and Bo would be arguing about this shit. But
right.
I'm 34, man. I got a kid. I got
I hear
stuff I'm
you. I
doing.
got two
I
kids.
got
I know that life.
yeah. I got
For sure.
they're my main priority right now. I mean, when I get in another fight again, I'll turn my attention to that. But I mean, the fight's over with. I mean, if it gets appealed, great. If not, and I hope he does well with his other stuff. If he gets a rematch, then I'll go and I'll kick his ass then. But if not, I hope he goes on and become the champion and do all great things. I don't have animosity towards nobody, man. I don't.
Yeah, it's a referee, and we're being pretty clear about this here.
Yeah,
Like it's his job to, you know,
yes. It's not
protect the
Bo's job,
fighters and call things like they are, and
right?
he didn't do that here, right? So
It's not Bo's damn job. He's not getting paid to be a referee. His job is to take my head off the best way possible, and
mhm.
he was trying to do that. So I don't have a problem with Bo unless he makes it a problem. But if he
Right.
doesn't, I hope he does great. I hope he becomes champion. That way I can say I lost to the person who became champion. But not right now. He ain't. He needs to stay in the gym as much as possible, so he can learn how to use that. He needs to learn how to use that Division I wrestling and MMA. Because as you can tell, as you saw, when he tried to take me down, easily stopped it.
I mentioned your manager sort of handling the appeal and all that. Have you spoken to the UFC since the fight? Has there been any update from that end?
No,
Okay,
everybody acts like they didn't see anything. it's
right.
they didn't. What's funny is they didn't even review it. I asked them to review it. They didn't even review it. They didn't care. It's like it's almost as if they wanted him to win.
Right. Well,
And
there
no
is an
one,
agenda here. You can kind of see he's a big star
yeah,
for them, obviously. But I'm assuming, like, my take is, if this was any other fighter, if it wasn't like a guy that there's a lot of hype behind,
exactly.
this would be a much bigger deal, and this would be sort of for front and center, I think. But because it's Bo, or let's say if it was the other way around, you know what I mean? Like, what if he
They would have
had?
stopped that. They would
Yeah.
have stopped. If I would have need him, they would have stopped that, man.
Yeah. And I mean, we all understand the politics of the sport. We
Right.
understand, obviously there's, he was I think he was the biggest betting favorite on the card, so to speak.
Yeah.
So, is that kind of disappointing just because, in some ways you feel like a win was robbed from you, or, a fight didn't go, properly, right? Like it should have ended in a no contest.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I wanted to. I wanted to. Stop the hype train and all that stuff, and I wanted to, kind of make my legs get off him a little bit. But you know, things happen. Stuff hurts. Same time, I come home. I gotta be a dad. I gotta be. I got, my daughter looking at me. I want to do this. I want to do that. So I mean, my mind's on that.
Yeah, no, I hear you on that. Do you think they should change the judging and sort of for situations like this again? Like, should there be something different they should do within the rule set?
I don't know. I don't know. They need to do something about it. I mean, football players and NBA basketball players got instant replay and all that stuff. I thought we did too, but apparently we don't.
Mhm.
No one even looked at it. So
So you were
I
told
mean,
no? Did someone actually tell you that, or just like no one like responded or
he
anything?
told me, and nobody really responded. He said he would, and then he like walked off, and I said, he's like, we are, and then I never saw him talk to anybody. So I
There
mean,
you go.
I just kind of felt like no one gave a damn about me or what I was doing. They just wanted him to look good, and he's bringing the money, and I mean, I ain't hating on nobody. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm expendable. He's not. It is what it is. But I wish I could have capitalized the way I wanted to. And but hey, I don't want nothing bad for the guy. So I hope
Yeah,
he.
no, that's a very mature approach, and again, I get it. Like it's, again, it comes down to the referee. Just sort of talking about that card. Did you get a chance to watch the main event? If so, what did you think of Jon taking care of business against Ciryl Gane? Did you happen to see that?
Well, I see they counted his nut shot. But counted his nut shot. But nah, I was thinking John was gonna win anyways. So
Yeah,
John's the goat.
yeah.
Before they were even calling him the GOAT, I used to think it was disrespectful to call Habib the GOAT over Jon Jones. I thought it was disrespectful. It is disrespectful. I mean, Habib is definitely one of the greatest. He's one of the best, but Jon Jones is the best to ever do it.
Um, do you
So
think he
far.
beats Stipe Miocic when they fight? I think they're going to fight in July.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, for sure. I
What about
mean,
you? Again, this, it didn't look like, I mean, other than, where, it looks like he didn't take any damage in this fight. So when are you looking to get that next one? I know you're being a dad now, but anything from your manager in terms of a
no,
next fight?
no one said anything to me. I mean, sometimes the UFC calls like right then, we need you to do this. Can you do this?
Mhm.
But they haven't so far, so maybe they might give me a little rest. I don't know. So I know I do have two more fights on my contract. Um, we'll see. We'll see. Uh, we'll
When
see.
would you like to fight? Because a lot of the fighters on this card, it seems like they want to fight in July on that International Fight Week card. Do you
Yeah,
have a
me too.
preference?
Yeah, me too. I ain't gonna lie. I
Thanks.
want I want that too. But I
Yeah.
know I'm not one of the guys who can like pick and choose.
Mhm.
Had a lot of downs, ups and downs in UFC, so they're not really giving me too many options. But July will be great for me
Okay.
because I got some. I'm taking my daughter on a trip and stuff. So I
Oh, cool. Where are you going?
taking her to Boston and a few other things. We're gonna do a train instead of fly, so we can stop at a few places and hang out, get to know each other better, and you know, That's it.
What's your dog's name, by the way? See him making a couple cameos in this thing. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
Khan is Khan.
His name's Khan?
Yeah, his name's Khan, and he
Khan?
Khan. His first name is Genghis. His second name is Khan, and his last name is Pickett. So it's Genghis Khan Pickett. But we call
I
him by
like
his
it.
middle name, Khan. And he's a Connie Corso that weighs 145 pounds, and he's always with me.
How old is he? How long you had him?
He's 2.5 years old.
Big guy.
Yeah, 2.5
Must
years
be
old.
nice with him out in the country because I know you're an outdoors guy. Like we always talk about this.
Yeah,
Must be fun to have him around.
dude, he runs. When I go riding in the woods and stuff, I do about 15 miles an hour. He runs beside a 4-wheeler. He loves it. We
It's
go
good.
miles, like 10 miles. He'll be running.
Really?
We'll
Oh, good
stop
for
and
him.
we'll drink. We don't run 10 miles straight. We'll do like a mile or two. We'll stop. We'll drink. We'll hang out. It'll be a bunch of us. Then we start riding again. We go through some mud and stuff, and he'll just be running with us. Or he'll jump on the back.
Yeah.
He's wild, man.
Hey, Jamie, thanks for doing this, man. I know I'm cutting into some family time right now. If there's anyone you want to thank before we get out of here, any sponsors, any social media you want to plug, I'll give you the last word.
Uh, Danielle Williams, Management Group, um, Building Company, Hatchers. I'm on Super ATV. I want to throw in Fintrail. Best gear to ride in, and also throw in Lejeune Power Motorsports. Lejeune Motorsports in Jacksonville, North Carolina. Thanks, man. Appreciate you.